All right. Sorry. We are very sorry. Yes. We are very sorry for the break in transmission. We are very sorry. The network has been acting funny, but apart from the network, we have some technical issues. But however, we're back. And the devil is a liar. We will definitely, I am sure, we'll definitely deliver tonight by the grace of God. Okay, yeah, Mrs. Olufemi, sorry for keeping you waiting. You see, from the network to electricity, is it NEPA or PCN? From there to generator, Nigeria, God help us. So I'm sorry. You can continue. You have the floor now. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. Okay, that's part of what we're actually talking about, how to survive as in at times and challenges. So these are parts of the challenges that we are faced with. These are the challenges that we are faced with as a nation. So what do we do? This is a very good instance, because would you not say, oh, because of that, are we going to like put it off and we're going to end it just there? But you have to look for a way around. There's always a way around everything. There's always a way out of every challenges. So you don't have to back down. You don't have to give up. You don't have to quit because you are faced with the kind of challenges. It's only successful people, great people, that are able to weather the storm and they come out stronger and better. And that's who we are. Because at times, if you are not faced with these challenges, oh, we might just remain in our comfort zone. Thank God we heard that we talked about comfort zones today. We just stay in our comfort zone and we think, oh, that's all to life, and then we are just fine, and we won't be able to have this development that we have, because most times it's in challenges that the brain begins to work effectively. You're able to think deeper. You're able to like, okay, what's the way out? What's plan B? What alternative do I have? And that is why being able to tame our emotions, it's very important, because by the time you are in those situations and it looks like, I think I'm going to give up, but the moment you're able to calm yourself down, the moment you're able to calm your mind, the moment you're able to like talk to yourself and like, okay, I need to calm down at this point in time. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? So these are the things that we begin to ask ourselves. These are the questions that we ask ourselves, and we are able to like answer them effectively if we are true with ourselves. Okay, the other time I think I mentioned the fact that we have what is called the emotions triad. The emotions triad, that is a TFA: our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions. Emotion starts with thoughts, and it stimulates feeling, which results in our actions or our attitude. So emotion starts with thoughts, it stimulates a feeling, then it results into our action or into our attitude. So you look at a lot of attitude that people exhibit these days, and then we are like, why is this person acting this way? Why is that person acting that way? But we forget that because we, or maybe you, have been able to like manage yourself very well, you are able to like identify your own emotions, then you know how to keep it cool, you know how to keep it calm, and the other person have not learned it. And that is why under emotional intelligence, there's what we call expectation management as well. There's a saying that you don't expect something great from someone that you have not trained. For instance, you employ someone, and then you are into a production, as in you're into production, you're producing beverages, and you have not put that person through to know the measurements, to be able to use when he or she wants to like package one of the products that you have. What do you expect that person to do? You did not teach the person, and you just expect the person to just know what to do just like that, and you find out that, oh, you did something wrong, and you start to shout, you start to scream all over the place, my dear. Mm-mm. So there's what is called expectation management. It's all about understanding people. It's all about identifying other people's emotions, knowing their thoughts, knowing their personalities. This is something that is very important, and it is what everybody can learn. And that is why we have intelligence specialist, and that's why we can go to counselors. At times, just as we are talking about surviving hard times, I had a question that ran through my mind that, are we sure that we are not being hard on ourselves at times? At times we say that we are trying to overcome the challenges and all of that. But the question is, are you sure you are not being hard on yourself? Are you sure you're not comparing notes? Are you sure you're not trying to compare yourself with someone? When we talk about expectation management, at times we give ourselves that expectation, or maybe what the world expects from us, what the society expects from us. And that is why this social media, if you are not able to manage it, or we are not able to look at the good side of it, to bring out the good for it to work for our own good, we will begin to we will allow it to take us into a wrong route. It will begin to dictate to us what to do, what to wear, how to appear, how to look, and all of that. And that is why self-awareness, which I can also say is true identity, knowing your true identity, knowing who you are. And that's all that we do. Under emotional intelligence, you have to be able to understand who you are, and be able to walk with yourself. And how do you understand who you are? You look at yourself, you look at your core, you look at your personalities, you look at what you are made of. We have the people that are introverts, extroverts, and all of that. You have the weaknesses, you have your strength. You are able to project your strength the more. There is no personality, there's no temperament that doesn't have its own weakness or its own strength. But it's the one that you project the more. It's the one that you work on. It's the one you build that you will now begin to project. That's what people begin to see. And so that's why you must first understand who you are, then accept who you have been. That's the KCG model under emotional intelligence. Know yourself, choose yourself, and give yourself. So you know yourself, you give yourself, and choose yourself. You know the period that you are in. You know that, in this time I am faced with these challenges and I have to overcome these challenges. What do? Identify it first. Know it. How do I work myself out of this situation? How do I manage this situation? How would I be true to myself? At times a lot of people are faced with challenges and they are still not true, or true. They are faced with these challenges, yet they are not true to themselves. So we need to be true to ourselves. We need to be able to identify who we are. We need to be able to know how we can come out of this. And that's why you must know the people that are in your circle. You must be able to trust someone. You must be able to talk to someone. You must have someone that you can always go to, that you can talk to, and you can say that, okay, I can share my burden with this person. And that's why we have counselors and we have people like us that you can as well talk to, because we all have, or we all need someone to talk to. Even the counselor need a counselor. Even the therapist, we need therapists. Yes, we see therapists too, because by the time you are faced with a lot of people, you have listened to people here and there, you need time to calm down as well. And that's why the state of our mind is very important in surviving hard times, in overcoming challenges. The state of our mind. And that is what will also lead me to something that is called decluttering of the mind. Ha ha. The cluttering of the mind. When you have your house full, you have a wardrobe, you have your closets where you have old clothes. Some people still have clothes that they have worn maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. They just have it there. No, I like the clothes. I love it. This, that. I tell you, there's something that decluttering does to the mind, as in even physical decluttering now, not even the mind now, physical decluttering. By the time you are able to create enough space in your house, in your home, you see that there's this fresh breath, there's this fresh air. You have this new breath come to you. Everywhere seems clean. There's this clean air blowing around you. Even our devices, these are the things that can actually help us. It might look so insignificant, but I tell you, by the time you begin to try all these things, you will see the peace that you begin to have in your inner mind, because it is from the inner mind that the peace stems off from. It's not the outside, it's from the inner mind, from your inner self. So by the time you're even able to devise, I mean, to be able to like let go of some things on your phone, maybe your phone has reached the full capacity, the storage is full, and all of that. If you're able to declutter, so now decluttering the mind, how can you declutter your mind? You know, the word of the Lord tells us that we should think on things that are good, things that are pure, things that are lovely, things that are of good report, things that are of good virtue, things that are noble. These are the things that we should think of. And that was why I mentioned the other time that at times, even listening to news, as in watching news, as in maybe this news that breaks us down, um, news that are not so palatable, that are not so good. Maybe people dying here and there, and you have news of people dying. You have news of disaster, natural disaster, and all of that. And you know yourself, the best thing is to stay away from those things. I used to watch movie with my husband, and he loves action movie. He loves all this, and me at times I can't stand it. At times you just hear me and all of that, but I know I'm keeping my mind. I'm keeping my peace. I tell myself that my peace is very important. My peace is very key. So I need to keep it. So whatever it is that will keep your peace. And that's why we don't have to compare ourselves with others. That's why we don't have to like allow the world to dictate to us. And that is what we are talking about: self-awareness and self-management. So self-awareness, self-management, you are able to manage yourself effectively. You are able to identify yourself, your personality, your temperament, and you're able to walk through. You're able to walk through the way you think. So when you walk towards what you want to be, what starts to happen? You begin to enjoy the success of others without even feeling less of yourself. A lot of people can't even appreciate other people, and that's the reason why I asked the question that: are you going through hard times, or you are being hard on yourself? Or are being hard on yourself? That there are two different things, because a lot of us, by the time the situation is even there, you are hard on yourself again. You already have that challenges, and you are not creating another one for yourself, for your inner mind. So you're not creating another one for yourself. So what do you do in this situation? And that's why you don't have to compare yourself. You have to be original. You have to be authentic. And something that I have here, that when we are able to live authentically, we'll be able to connect on a deeper level with all of humanity. When you are able to live authentically, when you're able to be true to yourself, you'll be able to connect on a deeper level with all humanity. You won't have any form of envy, jealousy towards anyone. You will be happy. When others are rejoicing, you rejoice with them. When others are having a good time, you wish them well. You are not like, I can do better. Some people, they don't appreciate people. They're always looking at the next thing is for them to like downgrade, or just to like play down on what that person is achieving. They don't celebrate people. They feel they can do better. And that's why I said, are we sure we are not hard on ourselves? So being authentic is the ability to make self-honoring choices and stand firmly in who we are, in our core, the soul, the mind, your emotions, your will. You are true to yourself. It's a self-honoring choice that you make, and you stand firmly in who you are, in your core. You live authentic. You are not comparing yourselves with anybody. Yes, admire others, but don't get envious or don't be jealous. Celebrate where you are today, on the journey to where you are going. And that's what makes life so beautiful. And that's how we are able to journey through life, or journey through any kind of challenges successfully. And we come out stronger, and we come out better. So when you are able to identify all these things, when you're able to you are knowing yourself. Remember, I talked about the KCG model, that know yourself. By the time you know yourself, what do? You now begin to choose. Okay, you have the temperament of getting angry easily. So what do? Now that you are learning emotional intelligence, you are learning how to be emotionally intelligent. And remember, I said that being emotionally intelligent is being able to manage your emotions, being able to identify it, and being able to identify and manage other people's emotion as well. You understand others, you understand who they are. At times, sitting down with someone, maybe 5 minutes, I might be able to like know the kind of person you are. I can know your personality, the way you talk, and all of that. So these are the things that helps us. By the time you're able to understand people, you have your personality test, you're able to like know where you fall in. Maybe you are extrovert, maybe you are introvert, and you're able to know the weaknesses and the strength of those personalities. By the time you see someone else and you're able to identify that, okay, this person is a choleric, you know that this person is a natural leader. So when the person is talking, you know that the person has this bossy way of talking. So you don't get intimidated. You don't feel bad. You don't be like, hey, look at this small girl. Look at this young boy. Is it because you are just privileged to be the COO? Do you know my age? All of those things. There's this someone that is so dear to me, so close to me, that he or she, I mean, he doesn't have anything, as in it doesn't have anything to do with maybe someone is older or younger. It doesn't allow it to maybe dictate his action. And at times, I'm the one that is always like, that was then anyway. I used to be like, you're older than this person. Why would you? I said, you just tell me that. It doesn't mean it doesn't matter. And I see this person excelling. So there are things that we shouldn't be hard on ourselves in managing our emotions, in being able to survive hard time challenges, so that we don't get to that point of being depressed. We don't get to that point of being depressed. I have a few minutes to round off now. So, like I mentioned the other time, that the few tips that we have under the management and the awareness, we have been able to talk about the self-awareness, and we'll be able to talk about the self-management. Now we are going to look at managing others, which I've also started as well, in relationship management. In relationship management, you are able to bring it all together. All that you have learned about yourself, all that you have learned about others, you're able to bring it all together, and you're able to create a team. You're able to work with team. You care about that team. And this is what people are always looking out for. People want a leader that cares about them. People want a leader that looks out for them. People want a leader that looks at them, as in look at their back, that is always watching out for them, care about them, not just about the work. I had this experience with someone, and I was just like, excuse me, you're not even looking at my notes. I mean, you're not even looking at my text. I sent a text. I was meant to come up to do something, but it's been a while that I came up on that platform. And they sent a text to me that I was meant to take a class and all of that. And I said, I'm so sorry, ma. At this point in time, I have so many things on my table. Kindly bear with me. I won't be able to take up this assignment for now. I'll let you know when I'm ready and all of that. It's a volunteer job. And the next thing, as in, this is wrong. That was the response I got. This is wrong. It is not right. Flip it the other way. Put yourself in my shoe. This is that. I was like, excuse me? You didn't even ask what is wrong with me. And I remember there was a time, so I sent the same message that I'm not mentally stable at that point in time. Please, can I be excused? And nothing related to the way I was feeling at that time. You're just going straight to what you want to achieve. I said, no, you don't use people. You don't use people. This is even a volunteering job. Yes, I'm not even trying to say that I because the volunteer job, maybe I should just do anyhow. No, I'm even taking permission, and I'm also trying to explain the reason why I can't. But you are not even concerned about the way I am feeling. I wasn't feeling too well. You didn't even ask me. You didn't even check on me. How are you doing today? Hope you are feeling much better. I'm like, no. And this is a group of where we have counselors. I'm like, God, what's happening here? So you can see that even the counselors need to be counseled. So we need to care for one another. Let me just say this last thing about being an active listener. a lot of times when we are talking to people or when people are talking to us, we are just ready to pour out our own. The person, the speaker just needs someone to listen to him or her. So let's learn to practice active listening, listening to people, listening beyond what they are not even saying, because at times they don't even need any response. They don't even need you to judge them. They don't even need you to tell them anything. They just needed maybe a pat on the back or maybe a hug. So there are so many things, there are so many tools to survive hard times. So it's best we have someone to talk to at every point in time. And here, Titilola Olufemi, it's your plug-in person that you can talk to at any point in time to be able to develop emotional intelligence, which is one of the tools to live a fulfilled life in this time and season. Thank you so much.
Wow, wow, wow. This is awesome, awesome, gentle, easy going presentation. And you can see the way she's hitting it. Bam, bam, bam. Yes, speakers, counselors even also need counselors. We need to be counseled. Yes, and we must imbibe that spirit of listening. God bless you, Mrs. Titi Lola Olufemi. When I saw the name, I said, this woman is going to be a gentlewoman. So don't let me be. Let me take it gentle tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and pray that God will continue to bless you. Viewers, can you just stretch your hand and pray for this woman of God? I want you to pray that God will bless her abundantly for being a blessing to us tonight in the name of Jesus. God will continue to use you for his glory. You will continue to be a conduit of blessings and solutions to our generation. It is well with you. Amen. In Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Thank you. Amen. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time. Despite the busy schedule, you deem it fit to honor our invitation. We honor you and celebrate you greatly. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. So viewers, we are getting ready for please before you go, can you just can we have your social media handle so that if anyone wants to connect with you, they can connect with you, please. Your social media handle.
Okay, Titi Lolami. The IG is Titi Lolami. Okay. TitiLolahmi.
Okay, yeah. Titi Lolami on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay.
And Titi Lola Olufemi.
Titi Lola Olufemi on Facebook. Titi Lola Olufemi. Thank you so much. Are you on LinkedIn?
Yes, Titi Lola Olufemi too.
Also, Titi Lola Olufemi on LinkedIn. We're glad to connect with you, and we'll be very happy to invite you. In the nearest future.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to that. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for the time.
Wonderful night. So God bless you all, listeners, viewers. Thank you so much for being part of tonight's class. And you can see you've learned. I am learning. I have learned. In fact, we saw the practical example of what we are talking about tonight. One, the Iron Woman, the second speaker is ready. This woman is always loaded. You can't afford to miss the next session because she will be taking us on digital transformation. Wow, I dove my heart. You see, this is oh my goodness. I purposely got this art, maybe because of this program while I was in the US. I said I need something like this. So today, God bless you, Mrs. Lillian Ijeoma Idowu. God bless you. You are welcome to How to Survive Hard Times Challenge. How are you doing tonight? I can't hear you. I can't hear your voice. Oh, sorry. I think okay, can we hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. We can.
I actually was thinking you would give me this cap, I just like it.
This one, go size your head now. With this your head.
You know me.
It is well. We are glad to have you on board.
We are glad. We are all transforming. we're all transforming, so I need to transform and start wearing cap.
Oh, no problem, no problem. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So tonight we have this wonderful woman tonight, and she will be taking us through how to survive hard time, and how to, how you can become a digital citizen and survive hard times. Woman of God, thank you so much for honoring our invitation, and you have the podium.
Thank you. Good evening, viewers. I'm so honored to be here this evening. I want to say thank you to Taiwo Balogun, my coach, for putting this wonderful event together. If you are listening to us this evening, you are one of the people that are serious about their life. We have some people that when they face difficulties, they just withdraw inside. They don't come out to look for answers. Okay, if you're also in the category of people that pray, I'm a Christian by God's grace, and I want to tell you that it's one of the answers to your prayers. I know that when God wants to bless you, God will give you a miracle. But when God wants to make you a blessing, He will give you some words, instructions, that when you act on it, yourself will become the creator of your own miracle. I trust today that these 10 days will transform some of us from experiencing miracle to creating miracles. Fantastic is this season that we are in. Difficult times. Wow. The whole world is experiencing difficult time. I want to know that we are together. Okay? So the whole world is going through difficult time. You are not alone. We are in a terrain that nobody has ever been before. And fantastic thing is that this program has been put together to help you, to help me navigate through this terrain. So I want you to stay put. What I want to share tonight is technology based. However, I'm not going to be technical so much because I understand my audience. I'll bridge it in a way that you will be able to pick out something that you begin to work on immediately. And I think our first speaker, Mrs. Titi, am I right? Yeah. I think she made it a lot more easier for me tonight by saying, know who you are, understand yourself. So I'm going to pick it up from there. It is not going to be, don't run away. It's not going to be artificial intelligence, data analytics, machine learning, robotics. No, it's not just going to be that. Okay, so you don't need to run away. Stay put, and I will take you through. So the first thing I need to share my screen. Okay.
Is mute. Oh, sorry. While we are waiting for Ambassador Lillian to share her screen, I want you to please get ready, get yourself ready for this session because you're going to learn a lot of things. You're going to learn a lot of things. This session is a session that is going to help you on how to monetize data. Like she said, she's going to be sharing some powerful things with you, but she won't be technical tonight because I know she's a technical woman. Very technical woman. So, okay, you have your slide now. Okay.
Thank you. So we are talking about digital transformation and surviving hard times. Digital transformation and surviving hard times. And I said earlier, my name is Lillian Ijoma Idowu. I've been introduced. For the next few minutes, very brief, I will take you through what digital transformation is all about. And then I will help you to see where you can come in, what you can start doing immediately. What you can start doing immediately. So the question now is, what is digital transformation? And how does it even concern what we are talking about in terms of surviving hard time? I will start with my story. A few years ago, I've always been in technology. I actually lost my job during the COVID-19 period. I had a 9-to-5, like most people have today. And in the course of the pandemic, the organization where I was working, yes, I'm sure some people were like, really, you had a 9-to-5? Yes, I had a 9-to-5 besides my normal work. I had a 9-to-5 beside my own personal, we used to call it side hustle, but now it's now career profile. Beside my own gigs as a tech person, I had a 9-to-5, and I lost that job during the COVID-19. Okay, so what happened was, before that COVID-19, I was already tired of that job. I knew it was time for me to leave, but I didn't have all that. I was hooked to the, how do I call it now? I was hooked to the perks attached to the job. It was paying. I needed the money. I needed all the things that were attached to the job. But the inside of me needed to leave the job to pursue what I was already building. And then COVID-19 struck. Difficult times. The whole world, nobody was prepared for it. I was told by history people that such things usually happen once every 100 years. And that each time it happens, it takes a lot of people out of business, and then it puts a lot of people back into business. And before COVID-19, the whole world has been talking about fourth industrial revolution. Follow me, please. Fourth industrial revolution. What is fourth industrial revolution about? And a revolution that is data driven. A revolution that is data driven. A revolution that will cause man and machine to merge together and eventually ease man out while machine take all over everything. Okay, stay with me, please. I'm talking about digital transformation. It's simply the process of using digital technology to create new or modify existing business processes, culture, customer experience. Why? To meet challenging business needs and market requirements. Sorry about the long technological term. It is simple. Before computer, there was typewriter, okay? And then everybody thought, oh, become computer literate. If you become computer literate, if you are not computer literate, you become an illiterate. That was some 15, 20 years ago. I'm sure Mr. Taiwo knows a lot about this.
Yes, sir.
And people, Microsoft Word, people thought, we are comfortable where we are. And boom, the internet came out, everything changed. If you don't know how to use Microsoft Word, you cannot do anything meaningful. If you don't know how to use Excel and PowerPoint, you can hardly get a job. So I am saying that is that season again that will cause anyone who is not digitally literate to even go into a difficult time. And if you are listening to me today, you need to take action after these 10 days of challenge. If you don't take action, a more difficult time is coming. I am not a prophet of doom, but the truth is, the more difficult time than what we currently have is coming. It's coming, and I will tell you why. I will tell you why it is important. The first one is because where we happen to be located, if you are listening to me from Africa, specifically Nigeria, we are already disadvantaged. Digitally, we are already disadvantaged because we don't have the infrastructure that can power fourth industrial revolution. You know, the first industrial revolution had to do with electricity. The second industrial revolution had to do with, factories, manufacturing. The third industrial revolution had to do with the internet. Currently at the beginning stage of the fourth industrial revolution, where the money is embedded in knowledge. We are currently in a knowledge economy.
Hello.
I will use example for you. I will use Google, and I will use maybe Microsoft. Guys gave us free search engine. Gave us hello. Can you hear me? Okay. So they gave us free Google, free search engine. They gave us, so you can go to Google and search anything and you will get it. You can go to Facebook and keep your pictures. You can go to Facebook and keep a lot of information. The same with LinkedIn and a whole lot. And what happened is that over time, these guys accumulated enough information, they accumulated enough data that has made them unimaginably rich. So what do? Nothing is free. What are they doing right now? All those data that they have been able to gather in a very long period of time, they are now monetizing it. While other people are crying of difficult times, because they went ahead, they are the ones that are enjoying. They are the ones that are amassing wealth from everywhere. And I can tell you, the governments of our days, both global governments, they are afraid of them. Are richer than most countries as an individual. So you might be saying, how does this concern me? We are talking about surviving difficult times, surviving hard times. And I told you my own story. I actually lost my job, COVID-19, early first quarter of 2020. I was just called to be told that we cannot afford to keep you in this job. And what did I do? I began to hone my skills immediately. Let me tell us something. In COVID-19 period alone, I took over 10 courses online with certificates. I was preparing myself. I was preparing myself because I know that there will be massive opening after the COVID period has passed, after the quarantine period, because we are still in COVID era. So if you are listening to me, I want you to know that this present hard time is actually an opportunity. It is actually refocus. The speaker yesterday told us a lot about, change what you are seeing. And we have been able to learn about our emotion. It is actually your, and then be able to look into what is going on, into the trend, and find where you fit. Let me go ahead. Okay, so the world, and its effect will last long. It's not going to go away. So what you should be asking yourself right now, how do I position myself? How do I position myself? Economy. I want to ask you one question right now. What do you know? What do you know? What have you been doing? And I told us I'm not even going to be telling us about robots tonight. I am going to be telling you, what do you know to do? What do you know to do, so that we can begin to talk about this thing that I know to do. How does it interface with technology? How is it being disrupted by technology in this era of digital transformation, in this era of digitalization? How this thing that I know, how does it interface with technology? Is there a disruption in my area? And even if you are not facing any difficulty, I want you to pay attention and know this thing that I am doing, will it survive this disruption that is going on? Because like it or yes, a lot of jobs are going to go into extinction. And when I saw the lineup of events, the lineup of our speakers, I was happy. I was happy with Chaplain Taiwo Balogun for putting this together. I was happy because I saw right there, I saw that we'll be discussing the future of work. So I've already taken that out of digital transformation. I saw that we'll be talking about cloud technology. So I've already taken that out. I saw that we'll be digitizing knowledge. I've already taken that out, because those are the things that we are glued to this program for the rest of this 7 days that are remaining. And you will see how your life will transform. So 2021 is the year of transition. Is the year of transition. So I am saying that barring any unexpected catastrophes, individuals, businesses, and society can start to look forward to shaping
Oh, we are sorry for the network. I think my guest is having little challenge with the internet connection over there. But while we're waiting for her to reconnect, I want you to begin to take note of some things that she has been telling us about digital transformation. Like she told us that, yes, what is it that you know that can be disrupted by technology? What is that thing that you think you know that can be disrupted with technology? Welcome back, Mrs. Lillian. I think the network has not been stable over there. We're sorry. Welcome back. We are glad to have you back. I think you would want to switch to your presentation. Would you like to do? Okay. All right. So please take notes. Don't go away. Stay till the end of this session. Like she told us that there are a lot of things to learn. You have a lot to learn. So please, like she says, that 2021 has not ended, and is a year of transition. And like she said, we are looking at cloud computing, business ideas in cloud computing, cloud enterprising, or enterprise. And she just told us that bearing any unexpected catastrophe, individuals, businesses, and society can start to look forward to shaping their future rather than just grinding through the present. So please stay tuned, and Mrs. Lydian, you have the podium. Are you there? Network. Oh, network. Are you there? Okay. We can't hear you. Oh. Yeah, it's the network. All right. So, however, yes, I am already getting a lot of insight from our presentation, and I know that you will also get something out of tonight's class. Don't mind the network. You see, that's part of the hard times that we face in this part of the world. Yes, yeah, we know what we've gone through since morning, getting to sign up internet connection from another network, one network to another. That has been the challenge since the morning. After that, we were faced with electricity. We had to switch to generator says I'm not working, and we had to begin to battle with the generator, from one generator to another, until we were able to put on the light and say, no, you can't stop us. We have to move on, because this is the practical example of what we are treating. And Mr. Solomon James told us yesterday that there are a lot of opportunities in challenges. Whatever you're going through in life, see it as a womb for opportunities. Whatever you are going through in life, see it as a womb for opportunity. Opportunity is always available around us, and challenges are the avenue to getting opportunities. So despite the challenges that we're facing tonight, I am sure that you are gaining something already, and if the internet still permits us, you're going to gain more by the time we have Mrs. Lillian back online. Mrs. Lillian, are you back online? Oh, let us know if you're back so that we can have you on the screen. However, see, don't forget what the first speaker told us about emotional intelligence. See, if you want to survive the current situation, the current economic situation, even the current global situation, look at what is happening in America now. Look at the flood in New York, in New Jersey, in Philadelphia, and the hurricane in Louisiana, and the wildfire in Chicago. In California. Look at the Taliban issue in Afghanistan, the Syria issue, Which other one? The one in Turkey? Is it the one in Greece, or the one in Europe zone that you want to talk about? Even the one between Belarus and Poland right now. And we're talking about all those things and looking around us. Look at what we are faced with. Look at what we are faced with along the line. COVID-19 is also there. The third variant or Delta variant is also knocking. Despite that, look at what we're going through around the world, around us, in our community, in Nigeria, in Plateau, in Jos, in Kaduna, in Kano. Look at what is happening. Look at what happened in NDA the other time. The bandits went there, kidnapped people, and even killed one of the top officers. Wow, look at what is happening around us globally. Yes, religious, I don't want to say religiously. Now, when we look at the scripture, we say, oh, the end is at hand. But really, have you been asking yourself that, are we getting to the end? Or what is happening? Okay, what about if the end happens now? If rapture happened now, what will be the next thing? You see, all these things are things that we are going through, that we are faced with. And that is why we saw the need for putting this program together, to see how to help someone out there, so that you can be able to overcome whatever challenge that you are faced with. Like I said in one of our sales copies for this program, I said, see, difficult times will always come. It will always come. But at times you see that a lot of people will not come to your rescue when you are facing difficulties. But don't see it as the end of life. I've seen so many people that wants to commit suicide whenever they are faced with challenges. I've seen people that they will think, there's no way. See, whenever I'm faced with challenges is when I generate business idea the most. I think I should say that again. And that is why I love this digital transformation, because one of my mentors, Dr. Sonio Jagbazi, told us something during I think 4 or 5 months ago. I hosted him on my platform, and he was telling us, he said, Taiwo, see, whatever physical idea that you see that is thriving, and you see that idea has not been digitalized, bring it online and digitalize it, and then you will make money. Oh my good. Oh, Mrs. Lillian, are you there? Let us know if you are back so that I can hand over to you. I can't hear you. Okay, all right. So, however, my mentor, Dr. Sonio Jagbazi, told me that come. So I began to look at it. I began to look at so many things around me, and I said, Taiwo, you need to pick up some of these ideas that you have been working on before. And I told myself, I said, oh, I need to travel. I need a personal and business retreat. And I said, I need to travel to the US. So while I was in the US, I was doing personal retreat. Is all about spiritual connection, reconnection, reawakening. And I was doing that while I was in the US, praying, fasting for 21 days, fasting and praying, seeking the face of the Lord. And, also doing some business retreat, making some research on what I can do, what the business opportunities in America that one can, how you can incorporate global vision into local vision. I began to do that. I began to look at that. I began to look into so many, even trucking. I looked into trucking, real estate. I checked into cloud computing, IT, a lot of things, a lot of opportunities, even restaurant business in the US. Yes. So, see, there are a lot of opportunities in your challenges, in whatever you are faced with. So, and that is why we have come together to encourage you to see how you can become a digital citizen, and how you can begin to take data so seriously. That is the essence of what Mrs. Lillian would have loved to share with us tonight. But however, if we cannot reconnect with her tonight, I hope we'll bring her back again before the end of this 10 days challenge. And I'm sure you're going to get more. You're going to get more, because she's an expert when it comes to digital to data science and cyber security. So please take all these things that we're sharing with you so seriously. Take them so seriously and don't joke with what we are sharing with you. So let me quickly use this opportunity to appreciate our audience on Facebook and on YouTube. Ajishola Ajibola, thank you so much for being part of this program. Mr. Temitayo Adewale, thank you. Ambassador Tobiloba Akindele, we appreciate you. MC Tubesti, thank you so much for connecting. I can also see Pastor Pastor Showumi, all the way from Katy or Eastern Texas. Thank you for connecting that. And I can also see Prophet Precious all the way from Dallas. Thank you for connecting. I can see all of you and I can read your comment. Appreciate all of you for connecting with us tonight. Don't mind the unstable internet connection and technical issue. Yes, we cannot be stopped. We cannot be what? We cannot be stopped. We cannot be stagnated. So while we are trying to see if we can connect with Mrs. Lillian, I know that yes, before the end of this program, don't mind me, I need to zip my tea. Now, before the end of these 10 days, like Mr. Solomon James told us yesterday, that there are opportunities that you must tap. You must tap into some opportunities that our speakers are ready to demystify. Yes, Mrs. Titilola Olufemi just told us about emotional intelligence to survive at times and how to manage yourself, manage even people's emotion. Excuse me. And now Mrs. Lillian is here to tell us about digital transformation. You can see, if you have been doing things the old way, I mean the analog way, this is the best time to change, to have a change of mindset and begin to think of digital. Begin to think, are you into fashion designing? People used to call it tailor, or a lot of people call it garment expert now, or garment whatever. Whatever you are into, begin to look at how to digitalize it. How you can transform your life, your business with digital. Mrs. Lillian, are you back? Oh no, we can't hear you. Okay, no problem. If we cannot, I think you mute your mic. Check your mic.
My network is...
Yes, the network is not stable. Well, no problem. You know what we'll do? Maybe we'll reschedule your session and let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. We'll reschedule your session by God's grace. Reschedule. I hope that is okay. Is that okay with you? Oh, network. All right, no problem. We'll reschedule Mrs. Lillian. The network is not stable tonight, but however, I hope you've been able to gain something from the little she has shared with us. I know she has a lot. This woman is loaded. She's loaded. Data expert, digital, whatever, cyber security personnel. If you wake up at 1 a.m., she will tell you, okay, don't let me say much. We'll reschedule her and we'll let you know when next you can connect with us. So, however, please don't forget that we have another session tomorrow. Let me quickly update you about our next our tomorrow's session. Tomorrow's session is going to be loaded also. Tomorrow is what? Is Saturday. And by the grace of God, we will be having two speakers also. Mr. Ben Sheyola will be connecting with us 7 p.m. West African time, and he will be taking us through how to monetize your creative skills. While Mr. Kintayo Olutade, both of them are connecting from outside Nigeria. Mr. Ben is connecting from New Jersey, while Mr. Akintayo Olutade is connecting from UK, and he will be taking us through money in the bank. There are monies in the bank that you need to know how to put yours there and how to make use of money in the bank. So he will be taking us through that tomorrow. And on Sunday we'll have our wonderful startup doctor, Mr. Temitayo Adewale, and he will be taking us through creating a resilient business even in hard times. Resilient business even in hard times. So please get your phone charged for tomorrow. Get your data loaded, internet data loaded, and connect with us tomorrow again. Maybe on Sunday, Mrs. Lillian, can we connect with you on Sunday again? Can we try it on Sunday again? Let's see if we can connect on Sunday. Then we'll see if we can. The internet is going to be stable on Sunday. Then we'll have Mrs. Lillian Ijoma Idowu on Sunday again. So wonderful night. I appreciate all of you for connecting with us tonight. I want to appreciate you. Thank God. And I like to close with one song by Dunsin. Yes, and I love that song. I think it's all about I'll be here. I will be here worshiping, even when it is not easy, even when it isn't easy. This man says he will be here. So I want us to close with that tonight and see how we will connect tomorrow by the grace of God. As we close, I commit you into the hands of God, and I pray that whatever be the challenge that you're going through, you will break through in the name of Jesus. See you tomorrow and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
I'll be here worshiping all of the days of my life. I'll be here worshiping all of the days of my life. Everybody say, I'll for you, oh God, in time.